do you think of the reception? I'm really wish to retire to my bedchambers.
Your chambers are ready, your lordship. Guards! Intruder!
Quiet. Time to sleep.
We need to talk in private.
Who's the third
We
person?
have matters to discuss, von Valancius.
Will my servant live? No, hold on. Who are you?
Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar, head of the Coronis Conclave. I am authorized by the grace of the Emperor to watch over the Coronis expanse, root out heresies, and preempt the Xenos threat. No need to search your memory. My war is waged on clandestine fronts, and any battle reports are always thoroughly filtered. Trust me, you need not know the manner of things I have to face and the measures I sometimes have to take. Such knowledge is dangerous to the mind.
Will my servant live?
Probably.
Oh god.
Unless he suffered from hidden ailments,
Spicy.
he will soon come to without any major damage to his health. Either way, oblivion is a far safer option for him than the dangerous privilege of being a witness to this conversation.
If the Inquisition wishes to have a talk with me, I'm glad to be of its service.
A commendable openness to cooperation. It will be taken into account. Master Van Kellox has spent enough time with you. He will vouch for your words. What stands out from your recent accomplishments is the suppression of a rebellion on Janus, the battle against the archenemy's minions on Kiava Gamma, and, of course, the unusual interest the Drakari have shown in you. Then that is what we will discuss.
What do you wish to know about the events on Janus?
Oh, I know it already. Even though you were quite effective at removing all evidence that could point to the blunder made by House von Valancius, it is saddening to realize that the rogue trader's connivance allowed a heretic who had been fostering a cult for years to come to power.
The Stancer's misdeeds are a stain upon my dynasty's honor, I admit it.
Your humility is heartening. Rest assured, it will be noted during the investigation of your lamentable oversight.
What questions could you have for me about Kiava Gamma?
Places touched by chaos must be purged with fire and condemned to oblivion. Kiava Gamma should have been bombed to dust and pronounced a forbidden world. However, you decided otherwise and restored the colony's operation. And you didn't even go to the trouble of hiding the traces of the neglect committed by your dynasty. After all, it was House von Valancius that gave Cubus Delphim so much freedom that he sank into seditious heresy. What was your rationale?
I think, regardless of how you actually play out anything, there's always a way to say, to put it in the wrong light, if that makes sense. I made every effort and saw to it that every seed of heresy was exterminated. The world of Kiava Gamma is tainted no more, I can vouch for that.
I hope you are sufficiently thorough. If you are not, you will be called to account.
If you knew about what was happening on Janus, why didn't you intervene yourself?
I cannot satisfy your curiosity without disclosing information of the utmost secrecy. I will say only this. We had the situation under control. There is a tangled knot of perilous events in progress in the Coronis expanse. Plucking even one thread must be performed with great precision and caution, without any room for error. Because you do not want to know the price of such an error, or what forms it might take. Does it? We're in your chambers, not a confessional cell. You're in perfectly good health. and none of the varied and fascinating instruments and procedures that expedite Candor are being applied to you. I assure you, you would immediately know if our discussion turned into an interrogation.
How did you come to be so remarkably well informed?
Are you surprised? You thought the Inquisition was unaware of the circumstances of your deeds. How often do you find yourself thinking that there are things we shouldn't know about your life? It is my job to know everything, and I do it very well. Keep that in mind.
The Drugari have shown interest in me? Are you referring to my ruined capital?
Yes, yes. The enmity between you is a known fact. But there is another way to look at it. On Veabos 6, you met the Archon of a mighty cabal, whose presence there seems strange to begin with, and lived. You subsequently encountered a number of her closest henchmen. Yet, again, you survived. Your capital fell victim to a nefarious attack, but even this time, their daggers missed your heart. Such remarkable luck. To be a personal enemy of such an influential Xenos, to have been attacked so many times and yet make it out alive. So remarkable that one has to wonder, am I watching a spectacle? Could all these thrilling massacres be an alibi of sorts, meant to establish you once and for all as an enemy of the Xenos and never their ally or even their agent?
Xenos made more attempts on St. Drusus' life than mine. Does that make him a traitor too?
So you already think you're cut from the same cloth as St. Drusus, do you? Ambitious? I'll make note of it.
Have I answered all of your questions?
Far from it, my dear. The questions are manifold. How did you manage to survive the battle that claimed the life of Theodora, who was so much more experienced and skilled than you? Is it a coincidence that you and you alone then made it out of the trap on Rykad Minoris? How much truth is there in the rumors being spread by the heretic Kunrad Voitvia about you? The very existence of these questions would have made many of my colleagues doubt the quality of your character, but it won't in this case. The Inquisition, which I represent, is willing to show extraordinary faith in your person. For the sake of our invaluable partnership, I'm going to ignore any minor liberties that you, esteemed rogue trader, may have afforded yourself or may again in the future. I hope you appreciate the generosity of this offer, as your predecessor once did.
Theodora cooperated with you?
And benefited greatly from it. The world's power is not without limit, and neither is the protection it provides. All those mysterious expeditions, dubious experiments, collections of xenotech oddities are dangerous pastimes. It takes more than the Emperor's permission to pursue them without consequences. One must also make sure I am not displeased by it.
I know that Theodora was concerned about the fate of the dynasty and certain restricting obligations. Was it perhaps due to your partnership with her?
I cannot deny the possibility that Lady Theodora may have lamented losing some of the freedom she enjoyed prior to my arrival in the Expanse. Nor will I deny that our partnership began with me exerting a certain amount of influence. However, you are not Lady Theodora. Let us put the difficulties that encumbered our relationship to rest along with her. I do not recommend troubling yourself with affairs of the past, for they have no bearing on your present position. Theodora chose to forget about this particular matter. Follow her example, and your fate will be the better for it.
Why such an interest in my person?
You haven't been in a position of power for long, and so one can forgive you for not noticing the troubling changes. The cult of the Final Dawn is spreading in the Coronis Expanse. Not the first or the last heresy that has afflicted this sector, but one that is surprisingly resilient. Mysterious convoys are sliding by, bound for systems in the heathen stars. Just your humdrum pirate trade, wouldn't you say? Then why are the pirates themselves clueless? The Xenos, who have caused trouble in the sector before, have expanded their activities in the last few decades. And there is a logic and method to their previously chaotic raids. Even 2 packs of space wolves, blessed space marines summoned in my name, did not cool their interest in the Expanse. A mighty explorator fleet, which has studied the Expanse for hundreds of years, has suddenly stopped responding to communication and sunk into a dispute over a tech heresy that was considered dead a couple of centuries ago. House Chorda has clamped down on insurgents, yet its acts of brutality breed troublemakers just as quickly as they're executed. And this bloody carousel has consumed the attention of the esteemed incendiar. Caligos Winterscale has abruptly lost all interest in his domain, and his only apparent concern now is hunting ever more dangerous xenobeasts. And the third and final rogue trader has unexpectedly perished, stabbed in the back by her own Master of Whispers. The Expanse is swiftly losing its protectors right when communication with the Imperium is being disrupted by the raging warp. Basically, all the Expanse has left is me and you, if you follow my instructions. Which would you prefer? And you, Heinrichs, do you wish to continue working at the Honorable Rogue Trader's side?
I will comply with any order, Lord Inquisitor. If you command me to remain in the company of the scion of the von Valancius dynasty, I won't be distressed.
Without a doubt, Master Van Kellogg's has earned my complete trust by repeatedly demonstrating courage, loyalty, and cunning. His mathematical mind, not given to sentiment, can be of great use in an emergency. You, my dear Heinrichs, have made a far better agent than you would have a pilot of an Imperial Knight. Then Master Van Kellogg's will remain in place. It puts me at ease to know that there is someone to watch over you.
I consider it an honor to accompany you.
I make no deals, and Emperor forbid that I give you orders. That would mean infringing on your privileges. I'm merely offering well-meaning recommendations and expecting that, when the Expanse finds itself in danger, you will break away from your own affairs to heed them. I seem to remember that your exalted aristocrats presented you with many gifts. It would be rude of me not to follow suit. Please accept this gift as a sign of my favor. In an hour of need, give it to any faithful servant of the Emperor, and the Inquisition will come to your aid. The color indicates how close the bearer is to the Lord Inquisitor. Black means that you are a part of the inner circle. Any and all resources will be available to you.
Okay, so we're gonna go with Dogmatic here, although I would love to do the first one. Dogmatic. Lord Inquisitor, it would be the greatest honor to swear an oath of loyalty to you and to join the ranks of the Inquisition.
Your zeal is impressive. However, I cannot accept such an oath from you, at least not now. You will be more useful to the Inquisition in your current position than as a member of my coterie. Nevertheless, this is a gift, a sign that your fervor has not gone unnoticed. Should it remain undiminished, one day this blade will be melted down to make your inquisitorial rosette. Such is the tradition of our conclave. Here is where we part. My shuttle is waiting. It is time for me to return to my watch, for you to sleep, and for your servant to wake up. until next we meet.
Well, you will obviously want to discuss what just happened. But not now, I presume. Right now, it would be better for you to rest and think on the Lord Inquisitor's words in private. I bid you good night, rogue trader.
The rise of the rogue trader heir restored a tenuous equilibrium to the Fon Valancius Protectorate. For a time, threats subsided, activity returned to trade routes, and reclaimed worlds began to heal. The new Lord Captain's subjects praised the God Emperor and their leader wholeheartedly. For none knew what fate might await them.
Truly, the God Emperor has blessed me with diligent subjects. Speak. Alright, we got some gifts. Get some people. From House Rosarian, a regiment of its finest into your personal charge. House Gabrok has sent shuttles carrying sacred technology manufactured parts. As House Sauerberg has arranged for several regiments of expertly trained servants of the Emperor to be transferred to your personal command. Did I hear you quite right? Macarius Sauerberg is sending me gifts, correct? Lord Inquisitor is rumored to be planning a visit on footfall. He's certainly commandeered a few navy ships. Furthermore, we have received reports claiming that secret messages were delivered to the capital walls of House Corda and Winterscale. And Winterscale's luck seems to be running out. Riots have broken out on several of its worlds. Lastly, Secretary Scalander has articulated his desire to meet us in private. Done that already. I don't think there's anything else here. Alright, what do we have? Wait for news from the spies. Why is this still in chapter 2? The enemies of humanity received assistance from a hidden cell of conspirators. They have met with our former Master of Whispers, Conrad, on a station. It has only been 3 cycles since the attack. How are your wounds? So Voigtveer has a hand in this as well. The 100 Dreams crossroad, was it? Said the word. We are heading out at once. Right. 3 sorrowful phalanges. Okay, by the way, I thought there was something else that happens. So I was wrong. I was wrong. Okay. Okay. Abelard, anything to say here? Just want to check outside, just because we're in the next chapter. In case something is different. I would assume so. No, that is still all the same. Okay. Let's head out then. I mean, this thing is insane. Hold on. Maybe. Boom. And then this ring is insane. Of concentration is actually probably good. Logic, tech use, yeah, let's just get to type it. So that's it. Bum bum bum. No. I can actually go to cargo. Severed hand. Armor penetration 35%. Of course, it's quite crazy. But then there's nothing else with that. I'll take that. Let's go to this system. Actually, let me just check something. So the 3 sorrowful phalanges. Okay, so they're all in Act 4, I think. There are other ones. Cool. So we have basically just these things. Try hunting the hunter. Cool. Open door, then we need these. Hunting the hunter. Oh, it's right next door, basically. I mean, I actually think I know what happens. So, that. Oh yeah, I don't have that yet. Cool. Yes, we're gonna take these people for a while. My agents report that Conrad and his pet Xenos will soon arrive. Where can we find the main cogitator? Nearby, okay. Where should we set up the ambush? How did your agents discover this place? Odd.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Achilleas managed to pick up Conrad's trail after all. After his failure to unravel the Xenos plans, I did not expect such a quick result on that front.
Crimson and bluish-gray prevail over Achilleas. Has your censure so broken him?
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Is blessed with multifunctionality.
Cool. Truck console have been hijacked by the Rogue-Tales Technomats. The weapons are ready to fire. Cool. I know this layout, like we have been in a layout like this before. Now, let's just put this. Oh, I can walk in here. Okay, cool.
Look, over there.
What are we looking at? Part of the escort group has put themselves there.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
We're basically just prepping the ambush, so let's actually see if there's more stuff. Let's talk to him again. Lordship, okay. Thanks for nothing, I guess. Anything over here? Oh. Okay, looks like that's it.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.